have to talk about Femme Fatale content. Becoming a Femme Fatale on Instagram, on TikTok, attract your ideal mate kind of content that is so centered around this specific lifestyle. It's toxic and it's dangerous to young women, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why. Let's get right into it.
How to manipulate men.
Okay. There are a few things I'm going to bring to your attention in this video that you might not freaking agree with, and that is okay. If you don't agree, I would love to hear it. Leave a comment down below. It feels like young girls are being told certain stories about what it means to show up in a relationship that are actually very wrong. In the relationship coaching and the relationship advice space on social media, I have been seeing a lot of information about this dark feminine, this femme fatale sort of character that a lot of women are trying to embody to attract these high-level men, high-value men. All of this information about how to become a high-value woman. And while there's a lot of information out there on those topics that is truly helpful and beneficial, I think, to women everywhere, there's also this undertone in some of it that seems very manipulative. It seems vindictive. And in a way, it almost seems like toxic masculinity, leading from the masculine, disguised as divine feminine. And to me, that's very dangerous, because essentially what we're telling these young women is that the only way to be happy in life and to be valued is to date men of this insane caliber. And it seems like instead of telling women that we need to date compassionate, loving, balanced men, we need to date up. And dating up in a lot of these commentaries looks like dating men with high income, dating men who will bow to you every day, bring you bouquets of 100 roses, buy you jewelry all the time. You never have to work a day in your frickin' life. You can sit on your ass and your man will take care of you. That is not divine feminine, and that is not a balanced relationship. What ends up happening when you follow these principles and you date up in this way that defines up as higher income, a better job, highly educated, with a Ferrari? What happens is these women who, God forbid, get into dating in the top percentile without doing the work themselves, without becoming truly high value women, they end up with men who, yes, might be rich, yes, might have a good job and education, God forbid, a Ferrari. What ends up happening is these women become extremely unhappy. You will always be chasing that man's level of success. You will always feel inferior. You will always be paid to exist in ways that don't actually benefit you and your grand vision for your life. You will always be left feeling inadequate, and you will always be left feeling lesser than, and you will not feel like a high value woman. You will feel trapped. And I think it's important to realize that, yes, that might be what some women want. But for women who really want these relationships, they're being sold a commodity. They're being sold a movie, something that is not necessarily real. And I think society does have something to do with this. And yes, I am going to mention the Disney movies, the Disney princess effect. You know, you're whisked away to some magical palace, out of a well, wherever this Prince Charming finds you, and you're given this lavish life. That doesn't really exist. I think it's maybe 1 in a billion. It could happen, yes, but it's not real. What these women who go after this style of dating really want is the romance, the connection, the beautiful life, to feel protected and loved and cared for. And that doesn't come from money. That doesn't come from high income. It might come to some degree from education, from integration, from being a high value man. Like, that's part of it, I think. But dating up in this way with the focus on the luxury lifestyle, that's not what these women really want. And I feel like because a lot of these people, these girls in these audiences of these specific Instagram accounts and TikToks, they don't know that what they really seek is balance and divine masculine and divine feminine in union. And that doesn't look like, you know, the woman does the dishes, the woman has the kids, the man goes to work. That is society's ridiculous surface level version of what we really crave, which is connection, authenticity, truth, a relationship that flourishes because both people come from a healed space and work together as a team to essentially, in the end, yes, if that's a goal for you, dominate the world, to have a beautiful life, to have these wonderful, lavish experiences. That does not come from a lack of balance. It comes from coming together as healed people, having the right traits that complement your partner, to the point where you can have this grand vision and these goals that you go after as people who are capable of attaining them. And part of that has to happen from a place where you feel capable of attaining that on your own first. And if you don't, your relationship will always feel out of balance, and honestly, it will ultimately fail. If you want to learn how to attract true love and become a healed person, subscribe to this channel while I have a chance to tell you about it. I will be creating a whole bunch of videos about how you can become this type of person that attracts true love into your life, a true romantic. And this is not just for the girls. I am going to create all sorts of advice for dating for men. We're in this together, okay? We are in this together. Okay, I think that's enough for that.